Good evening, my colleagues and comrades. Jay got something to say. Welcome back to the classroom. As y'all can see, I'm in my work attire, so I don't got too much time, so I won't hold you. But as I spoke on prior, today's topic is logic and emotion. How do we deal with those in everyday life? First off, what is logic? Logic derives from the word logos, that what means word of God, or that what is true, stable, infinite, fact, the mind portion, or that vertical. New Age definition, reasoning conducted according to strict principle or reason. I can dig that. But mainly potential energy, or how I like to deem it or title it as the horse, like a horse and carriage, that which leads. You should always let a strong logic govern your emotions and not strong emotions govern a weak logic. Because logic is the structure and building of properties, okay? That belongs to God's side. So let's get over to our side, man's side, not just woman's side, but human side. Emotion. What are those? Well, the logic would be the protonic, emotion would be the electron, or the electronic emotions. We live a head down phase, right? It is a natural, and of course that means of man, or of us, our realm, the lower, not the higher or divinative, or the heavenly or holy. It is the instinctive state of mind. It derives from the word emovere, which is an ancient Latin word which means to move, or common term kinetic energy, which means the same thing. Because, hey, just like man can't do it alone without woman, right? Potential energy is nothing without the application or utilizing of it, you know? So, but emotions are also the carriage which follows that horse. Because, I mean, besides, we'll never get the time to respect the emotions or the carriage to pull the horse, right? But indeed, the carriage, or us who are riding, appreciate, like the emotion rewards the logic. Think about a heartbreak. We never get over it, and our tears never dry until we reach for a logic, or what is that's not going to change, or what we call acceptance. But we act out of emotions, no telling the outcome, right? Totally reactive state. A state of mind, which means it's not stable, it's not consistent, and it's also the home of opinions, okay? That thing that we're all entitled to. But hopefully we don't let it govern us, all right? So kinetic energy is also, if not led properly, meaning the horse pulls the carriage, but the carriage pulls the horse, it can end up in a bad way, because emotions are the home of happiness and feelings that are good, but in the contrary, feelings that are bad, or jealousy, envy, whatso have you, of the deadly poisons. But it can be a reward to the logic. It's like a woman appreciates a hard-working man, okay? So that's logic and emotions. Another thing I like to touch about it is logic belongs to knowledge. And emotion, though I haven't written it here, it belongs to wisdom. So look at this word knowledge right quick. You must always know your ledge and your edge, as I learned from a prior wise man. And if you look in the middle, there goes Mr. Wise, that owl, him who sees all, right? So logic is the knowledge, emotion is the wisdom, or what is the is and do, right? Or the application of knowledge. Potential energy is not enough to carry out without being connected. Simply put. So, I'll continue over here. Proactive and reactive. Let's think about that for a second. All right? There goes the real, the prefix pro means before or preceding or in front of. Or those, how they come up with the terminology, if you knew better, you would do better. Well, this is the do better side. When you're proactive, those who play chess and not checkers. You don't want to be governed by the reactive side, which belongs to the new better. Because the prefix re means to go back or to do again. Just like I don't agree with the word retired. I didn't spend my whole life working just to get tired all over again. Y'all help me out a little bit. But anyway, a proactive person considers all. Just like you have to consider all moves on the chessboard in order to be great. It enables them to control their situations and most outcomes. Because the law of circumstance says, man has never and will never govern circumstances, but in fact, circumstances tell a lot about the man that it governs. Example, a man who thinks ahead for his family, he must. We can't wait until the lights get cut off to consider paying the light bill. Simply put. All right, let's carry on. For my fellow truck drivers, form a proactive. At 12 to 15, that we have to look ahead, that following distance, so that we can prevent wrecks on the interstate. That's another form of proactivity. Okay? Usually, proactive people are titled as the ones who get it done. As sure as, but, hey, anybody can have that. Because as sure as we stand up righteous, okay, a right angle is 90 degrees. Kind of looks like me. My feet go at a horizontal, and so does my spectrum vision here. But my mental vision and height grow at a vertical, going upward. Okay? That's 90 degrees. All right? That's right. Righteous, as they say. Mental freedom and happiness when you don't have a lot of grief and things to worry about, ladies and gentlemen. As I spoke prior to, improvise to win the prize, okay? It's a little rhyme I come up with. Those who are proactive improvise to win the prize. Those who are reactive, they only strategize on their demise, all right? So, look at reactive. The proactive belongs to the thought and the mind, or the perception, which will control the actions or that of the body. In fact, reactive, one of the definitions is one who is ready to respond. But he also acts only when there's a problem, as I just mentioned. Causing their outcomes to be unknown or sometimes not prepared. We don't want to live a life of anxiety, right? Or always being curious or wondering. It's not good. Trust me, it's not good. It causes mental exhaustion and or anxiety. But those who live reactive, like in a beta state of mind where you have to do what the Joneses do or do what they feel is cute, like that acute angle. Well, we know from geometry, it'll never be righteous like the right angle because it will always be somewhere equal between 0 and 90 degrees. Well, I like to stand up righteous as a man myself. Proactive, do what they want. Reactive, do what they can. Okay? You don't want to make this habit become your right, because what is habitual becomes ritual. Okay? Grief, depression, selfishness, all that is to be had if you don't attend to the problem of being reactive. Okay? Rulers are known to be proactive. Because, hey, for those of us who think we're rulers, you will never meet a ruler that cannot measure. All right? Those who are reactive, that's fooling. They only chase pleasure or that what feels good. Strategize on their demise, right? Hey, let's try to work on our logic. Let's try to work on our emotion. Be proactive. Follow the horse. The day you ever think you're stronger than the horse that pulls the carriage that you have to sit on, is the day you think you're stronger than